What if Scooby-Doo was a part of the Marvel Universe? What if Mystery Inc. didn't just unmask bad guys in rubber suits, but battled real monsters on the pages of a comic book? Okay, today I'm turning Scooby, Shaggy, Fred, Velma, and Daphne into Marvel superheroes, complete with their own comic cover. Yes, I know, DC does publish the book. That's fine. Hi, I'm James Reyes. I am the box office artist, 25 years as a professional artist, working for Marvel, for DC, working on books like Hulk, Wonder Woman, Birds of Prey, especially Transformers. I worked in film for 10 years, and I've been on YouTube for 12 years now, and I love taking 80s, 90s, 70s, 2000s, forgot the 70s, 2000s, 2010s, 2020 cartoons, IPs, properties, your favorite shows, everything we remember from before, and drawing them in my own comic book style, and that's what we are doing today. And we are going to do a favorite that spans decades, and that is Scooby-Doo. Now, again, the fine folks at DC, some of them are good friends of mine, and I've worked for DC before. They do a Scooby-Doo comic as well, okay? So I'm probably not the first person you've seen draw them in this type of style, but I do want to do it in my style today and make a really cool Scooby-Doo professional comic cover today. And while I draw, we'll drive into some facts, behind the scenes stories about the making of Scooby-Doo, one of the longest running cartoon franchises in TV history. Okay, let's start with the layout here. So what I'm going for is I want them looking off to the side like there's a menace coming straight at them. I want a Scooby right in the front looking surprised, and then I want the other four there in the back, ready for battle, okay? And I'm probably going to draw Fred differently than everyone else. You guys know that my obsession with drawing big, muscular guys. I guess I just want to look like them. Okay? I want one day I want to look like them. So I wanted to make Fred more like a Hulk style character. And we'll see if it works or if it just looks scary. We're going to find out as I go through this drawing. So you're going to watch me drawing it here. But while I rough out and I draw this particular drawing here, here's some wild facts about the show that almost never happened, okay? Because I like to keep these videos a little bit more entertaining for you guys. So let me talk a little bit about the show, okay? So I think we're all familiar with Scooby-Doo. But the thing is, Scooby-Doo was born from fear. And I know all about fear. Last night, me and my son, we went to the movies last night to watch a horror movie. I hate horror movies, man. I get so scared. Anyways, in 1968, parents were complaining that Saturday morning cartoons were too violent. So CBS told Hanna-Barbera, give us something funny, safe, and non-violent. And that's how the idea of a mystery-solving group came about, with the monsters never actually being real. Because there's always somebody under the mask, right? Now here's another fun fact. The show's name came from a Frank Sinatra song. The producers were stuck until CBS exec Fred Silverman heard Sinatra's Strangers in the Night. Strangers in the night. Doobie-doobie-doo. That's how Scooby-Doo got his name. Doobie-doobie-doo. Fun fact number 3. Shaggy was inspired by a beatnik. That's right. Shaggy's entire wow man vibe was based on 60s counterculture. I think I said that too well. Wow man. Hey Scoob. Casey Kasem, who voiced him for decades, actually refused to voice Shaggy once because Shaggy ate meat, because Kasem was a vegan. Does that mean Robin from Batman and Robin, he's also a vegan as well? Because Casey Kasem, I remember, he voiced Robin as well, right? Eventually, they wrote Shaggy as a vegetarian just to keep him happy. Now, let's talk about the strange turns that this franchise took as I continue drawing this drawing here. Now, did you know that Scooby-Doo once meant Batman, the Addams Family, even the Ghostbusters? Yep, that was weird. The new Scooby-Doo movies are basically a celebrity cameo show. It was the original multiverse crossover long before Marvel did it. I think even Scooby-Doo crossed over with WWE. If I'm not there's some WWE Scooby-Doo movies, if I'm not mistaken, as well. You guys know that hits home for me. There are over 15 different Scooby-Doo TV series, from Where Are You in 1969 all the way to Be Cool Scooby-Doo and Guess Who. Each reboot had its own style, tone, sometimes even different villains, yet the formula mystery, clues, chase scene, and unmasking, it never changes. Now here's another fun fact. Scooby-Doo had 4 nephews. 4, not just Scrappy. Maybe I'll draw Scrappy-Doo one of these days. Most fans remember Scrappy-Doo, but there were actually 4 others in comics. Yabba-Doo? Howdy-Doo? Dixie-Doo? Whoopsie-Doo. Wow. Thank goodness they all didn't make it into the cartoon. All right. Now here's a fun fact, okay? Frank Welker voiced Fred since 1969. And again, Fred, I'm drawing like Hulk here, okay? Big brooding guy. But that's over 50 years of voicing the same character, and he's still going. He's also the voice of Scooby-Doo himself now, okay? This man is a living legend in voice acting. He did Curious George, and of course, you know my favorite, being a Transformers fan my whole life, being a professional Transformers artist, he was also the voice of Megatron as well. So here's another fun fact. Scooby-Doo has fought actual monsters. That's right, in later versions like Scooby-Doo on Zombie Island, the monsters were real for the first time, which blew fans' minds in the 90s. Now that movie is considered as one of the best Scooby-Doo adaptations that were ever made. So here are some more fun facts, okay? Velma was the real hero, okay? Writers admitted that Velma was always the brains of the group, and she was the only one who appeared in every single Scooby-Doo series since the beginning. And here's another fun fact, talking about Scooby-Doo being published by DC. The first live-action Scooby-Doo movie was written by James Gunn. That's right, James Gunn, who directed Guardians of the Galaxy and the recent Superman movie. Originally, it was meant to be a PG-13 parody of the cartoon, but the studio re-edited it into a kid-friendly version. Hey, we might see Scooby-Doo in the new DCU. We might. So once again, a lot of the videos that you're going to see me be putting out over the next couple weeks are videos that I'm just kind of finishing. And these were drawings that I've drawn like earlier this year in a live stream. And again, not saying the drawing was bad. I was looking at the final product, and I kept thinking to myself, if I had more time, I could just add a little bit more oomph to it, add a little bit more detail to it that you guys know I like to add to it. So I took a few hours for this one, and then just went to town, adding as much detail as I could all over this, just to kind of get to the level of detail that I'm comfortable with in my art. Again, I will say to you guys here, whenever I add detail like this to you, that detail does not make a good drawing. I'll tell you that, okay? Detail is like icing. It's not the cake, okay? The cake comes from anatomy, comes from structure, comes from perspective, facial expressions. You could get that with minimal lines. That's why anime looks so fantastic. They don't need all these lines in anime, but it's just a style that I like, a style that I think looks cool, and a style that I actually feel comfortable with. So this is my particular style, but you might have yours. You don't have to add all these lines to make your drawing you. So you pick the style that you like and you go in that direction. Because I'll be honest, if I drew in a style that was less detailed, I would have made my deadlines. I'd still be working in comics today. Well, what can you do? So once again, we are going to go with the Copics and color this particular piece and try to get this all finished up here. I'm really enjoying the Copic marker coloring. I hope I could really bring it to the level where, you know, it's not as strong. Let's just say that I feel my Copic marker coloring could be better, not as strong as my line art. But also, I do want to keep it I don't want the colors to overtake the line art in that sense, because a lot of times I spend so much time doing the details, drawing all these little details in ink, that sometimes if I go too dark with the colors, that a lot of that gets lost. So I'm trying to get better at making the ink shine with the colors kind of being an accent to the ink, and that's just the kind of style that I am comfortable with. So hopefully you enjoy it. If you have any tips for me, I would love to hear it. Let me know in the comments down below. Let me ask you guys this. You guys know I love drawing cartoons of every decade, okay? Even the 30s, 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, 2000s, 2010s, 2020s. What is your favorite cartoon, or what is your favorite show? I won't just limit it to cartoons. Earlier this year, I drew Friends, which I'm going to show you guys again. I'm going to show you that finished as well. You know, you have a favorite show in the 70s, 80s, 90s, 2000s, 2010s that you would like me to take my take on? Hey, my daughter loves Victorious. I can draw Victorious. You want to hear me sing Victorious? Let me know in the comments down below, and maybe I'll be drawing your favorite episode or your favorite show on the next episode right here on this channel. And also, once again, make sure you join the community, okay, on this channel, okay? The community tab is open there. You could share your artwork with me. I would love to see your artwork, and maybe, just maybe, I'll also include your artwork in my videos as well. Like, I feel like now, I would love more of your input when it comes to me putting together these videos here. These videos are not about the views anymore. It's about our community. It's about us. You know, in this digital age, in this age of AI, where, you know, people are just going on to Sora, they're just you know, going to Midjourney and making their own mind-blowing images. You know, this is for the traditional artists here, okay? And no matter what meaning you have, you could do it traditional, meaning paper and pen and marker, or traditional, meaning your hand actually on the computer screen drawing these type of things here. It's that skill that I really hope doesn't get lost. I hope it will always be here, especially 20 years from now. At the end of the day, I don't know. But, you know, they said books would go away. Books are still here, going strong. So I hope the same when it comes to traditional art as well. If you are like me, if you want this medium to continue, why don't you join the cause? Join my channel, the Box Office Art channel, because it's not just me who's the box office artist. We are all box office artists. And here it is, the final Scooby-Doo professional comic cover drawn by this guy. Okay? If you are watching this when this video comes out, please do come and meet me at Winnipeg Comic-Con this coming weekend. I will also be at HowlCon as well. HowlCon in a couple weeks, November 7th to 9th. But this weekend, I will be at Winnipeg Comic-Con. If you are in the area, please do come by and say a hi. I'd love to meet you all in person. Thank you guys for watching. You guys are the best. My name is James, and we are all box office artists. Thanks, guys, for watching. I'll see you tomorrow.